abandoned schools to go to the gold mines, right? To go to the border towns.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a group leaving the ministry this week to go to the locations in Cape Mount, they'll go to Gokian, they'll go to King George, they'll go to Bowalasa. And what they are going to do is to have a awareness program to scout out girls that have abandoned senior high to come back to school. And we place them on scholarship that will be responsible for everything until they complete senior secondary school.
Wow.
As is happening in Cape Mount, Bakulu Bomi, it will be happening in Grand Kusami, Rosses, and Grand Bassa. So that group is also leaving this weekend to go on the field for almost 3 weeks, just going from community to community, talking to girls, encouraging them, showing them films. As a matter of fact, we interview some people that we can use as good examples. For example, we make a documentary of Mamesi Kaba, the assistant minister in the Ministry of Gender and Social Protection. So we interview her, she gave her life story, and then we are going to be playing that to them. If this lady who came from a background that don't value female education, she have to push herself into it, can be at this level today, then you can be at the levels also one day. Then we also have a movie that we prepared that shows girls who are in school with their friends, but they were more concerned about how they can get quick money going to gold mines to find money. And their friend who not even her parents was struggling to go to school, and she ended up completing. She was even raped along the line, but she still continued. She completed school, she got her degree, and she was now working. Those girls that she was in classroom with, who decided to go to gold mine to abandoned school, were now working in her home as house helps. So these are messages we are putting across there to encourage the girls to not just look for hedonistic or success, quick approach. I want to see what I can get today, to be forward looking into their future and see that the future is bright so they can come back to school.
Out of what you are doing and you are still continuing to do, how much are they paying off for the education sector?
How much are they?
Paying off, making sending people to girls who are abandoned school, and the issue of extending our schools and giving contracts. How much are they paying off in terms of improving the sector?
Let me say this, and I will take them one after the other. Let's start with the renovation of the schools.
Okay.
It's increasing enrollment. Because what we do, for each time we give them the money, we ask them to give report. When they are giving the report, we ask for enrollment report.
Okay.
Enrollment is increasing. People are in the leeward counties, people are even leaving from private schools to the public schools now, because the public schools now look good.
Okay.
You just drive from here to Ganta and see school Yankwe B in Palala. Well fenced, well painted, good tires now, just from this project. Enrollment has increased. In Totota, EJNC, enrollment is increasing from all over. So that's one thing that's happening. Also, under the girls' scholarship, many girls are now having the opportunity to go to school and they don't have opportunity to go to school. We give them stipends, we pay the fees, we give them textbooks allowance and every other thing. We buy them phones and send them money through mobile money regularly. The CEO for Babulu...
You bought their phones?
Yeah, we bought their phone. A smartphone so they can use sometimes for research. We know they will play with us at some other time, but we use it mainly for them to do their research online, and at the same time, we use the smartphone to send in their mobile money stipend.
So how many of those girls are on a scholarship?
We have now we have about 1,500. We just recruiting the last 1,500 because our target is 3,000.
Okay, 3,000.
And that is also increasing enrollment. But the main impact I want to emphasize is the safe learning environment that we have now for girls.
Okay.
We have recruited 2,000 female guidance counselors. We have placed at least one in each public school across this country. And you won't believe what is happening. They have already started giving us feedback. The girls could not confide in male teachers, male principals, and most of our public high schools are dominated by male actors, male teachers, male school administrators. But now they have somebody like them that they can speak to. They are giving out the stories to them, and these stories are coming to us.
Okay.
And we are, I don't want to say this on the air. Some are even saying, we can't avoid sexual affairs. Just give us prevention mechanisms. If we say we're not going to it, it's not true. So instead of lying to you, just found contraceptives, etc., that we can take that will prevent us from
Girls telling the guidance counselor.
Yes, they won't say that to their male teacher. They won't say that to their male principal. But they work to a guidance counselor who is someone young, like they will make sure that we talk people in the average of 26 years to 36, 38 years. People that you can see that they are close to your peer group, so you can be free to talk with them. And that's really helping us.
And they are in each of the public schools.
Each public school in Liberia now can boast of a female guidance counselor recruited by the Ministry of Education, trained by the Ministry of Education, and deployed by the Ministry of Education. And they are currently on the government payroll, all of them through the World Bank intervention.
Do you have any plan? Because let's assume You improve the public schools. The enrollment as a result is increased. You got a guiding counselors to help our young girls, but that does not affect the general population of our school-going children. Do you have any plan extending that to private schools as well?
Absolutely. The target is this. There's a strategy. I always said this parable. I taught at Tokma University. I was a professor at Tokma University for almost 9 years. I have a colleague there, an elderly man, Mr. Watt. He will say, if the township wants you to clean the town, he just start with his own yard. Once he can clean his yard, everybody clean their yard, the whole town will be clean. What that means is that start with yourself.
Okay.
And tell people to also do theirs. The Ministry of Education has already recruited female guidance counselors and placed in all public schools. It's going to be a national policy that all private schools also must have female guidance counselors in their schools. Now, what we will do for them is to provide them technical support by training those counselors for them. But we will not put the counselors on our payroll.
Okay.
So that's the plan. And in order to do that, we have a collaboration with them. During the training of the female guidance counselor, they need to go on internship. What did we do? We assigned the female guidance counselors to private schools.
Okay.
So when we assign the female guidance counselors to private schools, the feedback we got some of the private schools even wanted to retain the female guidance counselors. Say no, there is not for you. We just want you to know that these people are important to be in the very high schools. So starting about recruiting one, and we train the person for you. So going forward, very soon, it's going to be a national education policy that all public high schools in Liberia must have a female guidance counselor.
Okay, including private schools.
Yes, all private schools. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Now, so you said that as a result of the guiding counselors being placed in the various schools, you are hearing some stories from the girls.
Yes.
So the fact that you bought them phones now, are you providing the contraceptives that they reference to?
The Bureau for Student Personnel Services in the Ministry of Education is working on making sure we get contraceptives from partners and be distributing it on them. So it was not capturing the scope of the project.
Are you not encouraging?
It came as a revelation. So the ministry is now trying to work towards that. So currently we are talking UNFPA, UNICEF, and others. We can't. That's the reality.
That is their appeal. But looking at it, don't you think that you are trying to help to distract them from their academics?
I don't see it that way.
How do you see it?
There are some things that you can't avoid. If you can't avoid it, protect it. I was in school in South Africa, University of Stellenbosch in Cape Town, and this debate came up that they should legalize opium, prostitution, and arrest. And because of my religious background, I was arguing that is unacceptable for society and what have you. And the professor asked me one question.
Because the imam would have condemned you as being unbelievable.
Yeah.
So go contrary to that.
Yeah. So I was arguing against a strong. By the way, I'm a Christian, I'm a pastor.
Okay, that's good.
So I was arguing against it strongly and what have you. And then the professor turned to me and said, look, Kiazulu, by you arguing against it and not making it a law, will it stop it from happening? It can stop it from happening. If you cannot stop it from happening, if you don't make it legal, do you know what you are doing? The cost of it will be higher than when you legalize it. So people will go to the black market, and the black market the price will be high. No tax coming to government. By the end of the day, when they get the diseases and what have you, they can right back to the hospital where you need public funds to take care of them. So why can't we legalize it, put some tax revenue on it?
So bring that back home now.
So I'm saying that to say there is no way you can say that a girl child reach certain age, you can 100% control their life from these things. If you cannot control it and you don't find a way to mitigate the risks that they are exposed to in terms of dropping out from school because of teenage pregnancy, etc., then why can you prevent the teenage pregnancy? So we will talk to them.
It's a way of promoting it.
No, the guidance counselors will discourage them. Please don't do this. It's not good for you. They don't pay you nothing. All the psychosocial support will be given. But we are also saying in the event where you are getting involved, please protect yourself. So we are not really promoting it. We found ourselves between the scissors. You have to make a decision on both sides. So while you are telling them, don't sin. So in case you want to sin, then sin this way. The sin is lesser than the greater sin.
You balancing it. Okay, listening to the SMS, rented on the OBC 99.9 and also frequencies across Liberia. We'll shortly open the lines, but you have 1 year to go to end the project.
Yep.
How sure are we that this RS project, in the course of 1 year, you would have achieved out of those deliverables?
Frankly speaking, it's not possible. We can achieve up to 80%. And so what we have done is to make a case for the World Bank to allow us to extend this project by at least another year. How did we do that? In our last mission with the bank, we told the bank, the project has been going slow as a result of the COVID and several disruptions. Gave us critical milestones with timeline that we should achieve. If we cannot achieve them, then don't extend the project. If we cannot achieve them, classify the project as failed project and unperformed project. And we entered a deal, and the bank gave up 48 critical milestones that we should be able to complete between April this year to October 31st.
Okay.
As I speak to you, we are around 89.9% completion rate. Only 4 more milestones remaining, and we are working towards achieving them before the next mission in November. If that mission comes in November, we'll get even 95%, even 100%. We have a case to plead for the extension of the project. That is very important because if you take a girl child to this year in the 10th grade, and you end the project next year, you are stopping her halfway. That's 11th grade. She has not completed senior secondary school. And you say you want her to complete senior secondary school. So we have to make the case to make sure we complete those girls. All right, we complete our goals. That's one. There are other interventions I have not spoken about. We are also training teachers across different universities to go back to the classroom and become these teachers. In our education system, like I said last week, the sciences, in terms of education, we go to the science college to learn them. Somebody teaching biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics. They are mainly from science college, not education college. Doing biology in the science college or chemistry in the science college is not the same as doing biology in education college.
Okay.
Biology education is to teach you to go teach the biology curriculum, follow the methodologies, etc. Biology in the science college is to make you a molecular biologist, a medical doctor, a biochemist, and so on and so forth. That's not what we are looking for. We are looking for that can go teach our national curriculum in line with the WAS levels, right? So we have sent people out to Kenya, to Ghana, to Botswana. They are being trained to come back and go teach those subjects in the education colleges of Tokma University in Maryland and University of Liberia in Monrovia. So we can get a critical mass of specialists teaching the subjects in the high schools.
Where did you send them? Which country?
We send some to Botswana.
Okay.
They are at the University of Botswana. We send some to Kenyatta University in Nairobi, Kenya. We send some to University of Cape Coast in Ghana. They are also supposed to be coming next year. When they come, we're also revising the bachelor degree curriculum in secondary education at those colleges. And we are harmonizing it to be more industrial relevant for today.
Okay.
When they come, they will be teaching this. We have to make sure we pilot it and see that it is working well before we close this project. So there are several interventions that we think that we can complete between now and next year, November.
Wow.
We just have to make the case to extend the project a bit. But do not forget also, the World Bank is a traditional partner to the Ministry of Education and the government of Liberia. So recently we were in Ghana. The World Bank has developed a strategic plan for education sector across the West and Central African region.
Okay.
So they have supported us to develop our education sector plan for the next 5 years. Now, the way the World Bank supports you, as soon as the project is ended, they're going to look into your education sector plan. Those things that you never completed, all right, that is also in line with their own strategic plan. They can also fund those. So I was arguing the other day with the World Bank team that we are doing girls' education intervention. The girls are coming to school. But my experience across the country now tells me that we have to focus on the boys too. When you go to Grand Cape Mount County to Bo High School, all the boys are running pen across Sierra Leone and Liberia.
Sure.
They are not coming to school, it's the girls that are coming to school. When you go to Kinjo or you go to Kongba district, Kumbo, or you go to Banga Boketa in Bokomu district, the boys are at the gold mines, they are not coming to school, the girls are in the classroom. When you go to Grand Crew, the same thing is happening in Jula district and other districts in Grand Crew. The same is happening in Ruaji, even in Morovia. Right here too.
So you need an intervention.
We need intervention for the boys to come back to school also. So maybe the next project will go around there so we can balance this gender thing. Gender is not all about just female.
Sure.
Even though they will always say over the years they are the one that have been down, we need to bring them up. But we have brought them up to the point that it's also carrying the boys down. We have to bring the boys up also.
Okay, before we open the lines, Mr. Kezulu, this whole perception made during the last administration by the former president that our education system was a mess, with your RS project and all the major interventions we've made, have we left it a mess now?
I would say no, but I don't want to be absolute. It's no longer a mess. And I hope
But I'm not. I'm confused. You say no. We haven't
No.
left a mess, but it's no longer a mess.
we are not at best,
Okay.
but it's no longer a mess. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So we all talk up to that. Let me say this as a Liberian citizen. When I got that message around 2013 or thereabout, I established a school in Maryland County. I was teaching in Maryland County. And I said, I'm only going to focus the school on early childhood and primary. Because I think there were the problem at the foundation level. I brought curriculum from outside this country, Ghana, Nigeria, and all my textbooks were coming from outside. I created a different system, even grading students. Not just by giving them 70, 80, 90, but describing the topic that they did and how well they perform in those topics. Descriptive analysis of their performance. So I established that. So I also take the education system from mess to best. Then fortunately for me, I came down to Monrovia and landed in education ministry under the able leadership of Professor D. and Susoni. I'm telling you what we did. We have diagnosed the problem. Why was it a mess? And we are now working on taking it to best. However, let me pass this caveat to you. Education interventions, education projects are now public work projects. It's not road construction. It's not farming, it's not agriculture project. It's not health project. If there's Ebola in this country today, once we find vaccine for the Ebola and they take the vaccine, there will be a high likelihood that they will all start recovering. And you call it success. Just within a month or two. The same goes for agriculture. When you plant the crops, after a year or two, you start seeing your harvest. Most of the time, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months. The same way public health, or public works. Several work contracts, you can see the house being built, you can see the bridge being built, you can see the road being built, just within 9 months, 12 months, and so on. That's not the case with education. When the intervention is done, it must germinate, it must go through a process before you can start seeing the results. Okay. So the intervention we are doing on the RISE project, probably you start seeing the results in 4 to 5 years' time after the project has already gone. Not now. And that's where people get it wrong. Then you fought this government, and the government has not done much, forgetting to know that the interventions of this government are imposed to the outposts of the next government. So that they establish that.
So if our system is not messy, like it was said before by our former president, you said it's on the best level now?
Not best, better.
Better.
Yes.
So
best is a superlative degree.
So in another word, if we could put it this way, under Madam Shelley, it was messy.
That's what she said.
Under the administration of President, we are
made it better.
You're listening to the SMS rated on the OBC 99.9 and also frequencies across Liberia. You can begin putting your calls on 0776 540-987 or better still 0880 514-096. Again, 0776 540-987 or better still 0880 514-096. That's the numbers to call, and you are live. Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, I'm Patrick Salom calling from Sino currently.
Let's hear from you from Sando.
Yeah, I want to tell the Ethiopians thank you this morning. I'm so touched by the word this morning. I'm so hardly on the rural side. He spoke a lot of things that's very, very happening in the country. I just want to recommend to him because to sign up to where I'm really residing in Greenville District. We have the girls that are going to school, and I met a girl last week. I was so impressed. She said, "What happened in your face?" She said, "Oh no, what happened? I love the same subject, and I started the same subject from 10th grade, and I entered to 11th grade. But what happened now? Majority of the colored girls and boys who are in our subject because the teacher, the president said the class is full, so they are sending them back to the science class, and they don't know how that's what they want to learn. They want to focus. So I said, it shows the same year as yeah. So I was so impressed. So I'm making a recommendation to extend the classes because most girls now want to better learn for the science courses. And two, of a major education to help to open area where the children do research for school, for examen, and all of them. So I want to say thank you.
Many thanks. So let's take this call on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
good morning and bravo, and to your studio guest. He is Abraham Zulu, my own prof. Dennis G. We are calling from Maryland County.
Okay.
Here, that gentleman is highly versatile. And Mr. Zulu, I am not surprised with your articulation this morning with respect to the entrepreneurship you are inculcated into us. Those things we follow them and we have achieved them and moving into them. I shall closely monitor you, and then I know that with your strength, you are not just talking, but you can practically perform those things. Do not forget about Maryland Camp. Thank you very much.
Many thanks. Let's take this call on the line also. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I've learned to I call from the Firestone Belt. I appreciate, what all the studio guys said. I'm very much impressed about education system.
Okay.
But I have two concerns. One has to do with sustainability, because I know about Liberia, there are good things that are happening in our country, but when it comes to sustainability, that is where our weakness is. So what plan of McKennedy, when his organization, put into place that this program will sustain maybe for several years or even a decade or a school to come. That is my first concern, because I learned from him that the project will be closing very soon. Then another thing is that I'm asking whether will he be able to mediate between the Ministry of Education and all private schools, so that all guardian counselors that will be deployed at the private schools can be paid by the government. Thank you.
Many thanks. Many thanks. I'll take this call on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Papa.
Yes, good morning.
This is Ma calling from Ninja, the football defender.
Let's hear from you, ma.
Yeah, I want to tell you, the better institute, the case. I need to bring the thing at back. Education center, because someone I got a problem. Yeah, the problem I there is all the new facility, the new opportunity that coming. We some of us, we the poor people is not reaching to us on the education system. For the time, my two children, 2 years, are not in school. Because in the community, I live in social private school. I'm going around to help me no way. And in that PB classes, my two grandchildren, their mother was work, care working in the street. I
Okay.
think these 2 years, so I thank you, I want for that man, I instrument for you to be able to help me. He can help you with one set. The big one in fifth grade and the small one in third grade. They're not ready to read all the school that right now. So private school. I think when they get the public school from ABC to sixth grade, we call it out trying to bring that person. We are trying to education put it in the system. And then they get from ABC to sixth grade.
Okay.
So we need 4 people. So I want to tell you, thank you for that initiative. Everything is doing what we're feeling.
Okay. All right. Many thanks. Many thanks. 0776 540 987. Or better still, 0880 514 096. That's the number to call. Back to the phone line. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. My name is Menjari Mato Akuku Akwa, District number 4704.
Let's hear from you.
Let me say thank you so very kindly for this student. I just want to ask a question to the student. Is there any plan, like people who now you recruiting to get back to school after graduation? Do you have plan for them to extend their education in college or colleges?
Okay, he will respond to that. He's taking notes. Good morning. Good morning.
And good morning to all of the people of Liberia. This is just welcome, and I call you from Greenville in China.
Okay.
I want to say
Hello? It seems we can't take this caller. Let's take this other caller on the line. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is B. Gamoju Zoga, and I'm calling from the premises of the Golden Gate Hotel.
Okay.
I want to thank my boss in studio. We are following the program this morning, and we want to thank the World Bank and the Ministry of Education for all of the intervention. And I want to thank particularly my boss, Professor Abraham Zulu. The team is listening, and he's articulating the issues very clearly. Thank you for hosting our program, and we hope to see more of these interventions. Thank you.
Many thanks as well. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
This is Jerry Sameki. I called from Banga this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, it's related to the rest issue. What's going on in this
No. We not talking about rest business here. Hey, no. The rest business. We ain't talking about rest business. We're talking about education today. Please, please. We're not talking about rest now. Rest. We still are surviving. Hey, okay, back to the about rest. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Rita Connie. I'm on my way to work, so I want to appreciate the studio guest this morning. And something he said I caught my attention is the issue of big words and riding shy. I think we have focused on the girls so much that we still focus on them so, but we need to at least pay a little attention to the boys because most of our young kids, you find that every intersection they are there on the motorbike.
Okay.
So they not even take that they drop behind the back. No community school they stay on their mind. So please, when it means that education really look into that direction and they want to do something better because trust me, within the next few years, we'll be having so many vulnerable children. So please, get us really look into that direction.
Okay. Many thanks, Mama. Many thanks. Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm okay, sir.
Yeah, this is Ted.
Hello.
Yeah, I want to congratulate the studio guest. He has done very well for us, especially we are in the field of education. We are participating for this education. I want for you to continue the session, man. Not like the fifth economy that you called it. I can't still remember. A fixed economist, a good educator. So, I'm for hosting them.
Many thanks also. Let's take this call on the line. I'm sure this could be the final call. Good morning. Please lower the volume of the radio. Please lower the volume of the radio.